I'm Stephanie. I'm 35. I'm based out of Austin, Texas, and this is the Financial Audit.
All right, what do you do here in Austin for a living?
I'm a nurse.
Okay, very cool. What kind of nurse?
I'm LVN, or LPN, depending on what state I'm in. So the lower paid version of a nurse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you enjoy being a nurse though?
Yeah, I was raised in the industry, so I'm pretty used to healthcare and that type of stuff.
Very cool. My mom's a nurse, so.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. What do you make? I assume hourly, correct?
Yeah.
What's your hourly?
$32.54 or something like that.
And how many hours a week do you get on average?
It's supposed to be 40.
Supposed to be.
Sometimes it's a little bit more, like 45-ish.
Oh, okay. Well, that was
Yeah.
the better end of that.
Yeah.
Good.
It used to be like 80, 60, but not at this job. At like regular jobs, I work a desk job now, so it's better.
Desk job? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a quality nurse. I'm a transition nurse, so I oversee like all the hospitals and doctors' offices and try to help one of the health care plans take care of their patients and like get people all the resources and hopefully help people like stay healthy and out of the hospital.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully 40, sometimes a little more. Is there overtime or is that just
Yeah, there's overtime.
What's the overtime wage?
Like time and a half. I think it's like 48 something. I sent you one of my pay stubs in that stack.
In this, okay.
Yeah, so it has.
Is it in this or this?
It's in that on the tablet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're about to be doing a deep dive session here because it was a little chaotic getting some of the stuff, and they're like pictures within a long document and then a folder I have not had access to.
Well, the other one I was gonna send earlier, but
yeah, this is.
I don't know. I've been like scammed a couple times, so I was like, I'm gonna wait and see till I get like a more human response before I send.
I get it.
But yeah, and the first ones didn't like come out right, so then this was like a quickie scan.
Okay, so let's try to find the income statement within here. This could be it.
No, I think that's my HSA. So it's that one. Yeah, so yeah. We have like a lot of bonuses.
$48.
Yeah.
Woo. So this is bi-weekly, it looks like.
Yeah,
we got 80 hours and an extra 9 hours, 38. Very good. And this came out to net. And does this feel like an average?
Yeah, that's more typical because I'm usually doing a little bit more work. We just got a boss though, so now she's helping do the extra work I was doing. So the overtime might be gone.
Oh, really?
But I don't know. It depends on how much stuff she has to do. Because I've been like unofficially leading my team for a little bit, so I like do extra work on top of our work to keep our team going.
Okay. It added an extra $500.
I know it does.
So you walked away with $2,000, meaning we're at $4,000 a month, but we would be at like almost like $3,000 a month without that overtime.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Without the overtime, it is tight, but.
Yeah, it would be about approximately, I think, about $3,500 without the overtime.
Yeah.
Net. Because net, you're at $4,000 right now. So that's what's hitting your account on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
You have to get a lot closer to the mic. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I was like trying to itch my nose.
That's okay.
Yeah, so I try to work as much overtime as I can when we're allowed to. Like if there's a project or something, I'll take it on. I also like try to do every side hustle under the sun. So I was bartending for a couple years for like events and stuff like that. And then I do writing jobs. Like I'm freelancing for a company back home that I used to work for.
Really?
Yeah, so I rewrite their curriculums. I wrote a couple of new classes for them too.
Oh, that's cool.
But like right now everything's getting updated, so I'm updating that, and I'm trying to reach out to like all the schools in Oregon to be like, hey, if you want someone to update everything, like I'm already doing this one, so I can do you next. And yeah.
Okay, well, very cool. No, I love the side hustles. So let's just start. Well, actually, before I jump into your checking account, I want to hear from your perspective, especially since I'm dealing with all this for the first time in terms of the documents and looking at them. What's your financial situation? Give yourself a 0 out of 10.
So I'm probably going to get like a 2.
Okay.
Hopefully. Maybe not. I don't know.
What's your financial situation?
I'm comfortable. Like right now, like I grew up like in a really tough situation, like
Really?
single mom, all that, like living in the projects, welfare services, all that type of stuff.
What city?
So, Oroville, California.
Sure.
So it's like a little meth town. But
who doesn't love a good meth town?
yeah. So,
Okay. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. So I got out of there like pretty early, but like now I live like in the best, I guess, way that I have my whole life. Like I live in a nice place and I'm pretty secure, but.
What about your debts? Are your debts stacked?
Oh, the debts are, they're stacked, but I was in debt before I turned 18. So.
Well, we'll get into that for sure. Before we do, you should hit subscribe because we're trying to get to 500,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. Let's look at your checking. Okay, so savings, it went from 175 to 225 within Chase, so really not that much. And checking, we went from the beginning balance of 4,631 to 5,639. So that's good. It went up. Very good.
Yeah. And this month, you know, like you always hear, was one of those months that's a little bit different. Yeah. But
every month is different unless you're strictly budgeting, and even still, every month is going to be a little different. So you had a reoccurring thing, whitewater car wash, but as you put in here, canceled.
Yeah.
We went to some cafe. What's a portfolio recover?
One of those debt companies.
Oh, geez, because $72 went to that, and $35 went to that immediately.
I paid like $100 a month for a couple of one of the collections accounts.
Collections. Oh, jeez, what did I walk into? Okay. This is cursive, and I don't really read cursive.
Oh, I think I reimbursed myself for that. It was like meds.
Oh.
It was like my med cost.
Okay.
Like if I don't have like HSA, all my HSA money in there to cover my meds, I'll wait till like my next paycheck and then pay myself back.
Okay. Target, and these are cheaper Target chips.
I just got out of the hospital whenever I did this, so all those are donations, by the way.
Huh?
They're donations. They were donations.
So you purchased things to donate?
Yeah, for one of the
Shouldn't you be donating to your collections?
I do. I don't know. It was an elderly guy that has like no family here in America.
I get it.
So I felt like really bad for him because we were in a similar place, but I got out.
Poshmark.
Yeah.
$50.
I know.
Amazon. Making some credit payments. Okay. Planet K. It's expensive.
Yeah.
ATT. Oh, internet. Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, lots. This is all over the place. Oh, the TurboTax and ATM withdrawal $200. Who knows where that went? Guess. Okay. Amazon. Coffee again. You're getting Zells in.
Yeah, I was supposed to get more Zells in, like all those Planet Ks and stuff.
Yeah, do you go to Planet K like every day?
No, that was like I was hanging out with somebody from the hospital for a while. I was hanging out with someone anyways, and they were asking me to buy them something, and they were gonna pay me back, and then they didn't pay me back. But I did like put my foot down, and you know, I was like, well, I have to budget, and like I'm not budgeting in for your like habits. So
do you budget?
I do budget.
Strictly budget? You have a strict budget.
I have a broke girl budget.
Okay, so all these coffees were in your budget?
No, but I did just
Only
get
Amazons?
out of the hospital
The Planet Ks?
last month. So
We
like
brew
this
coffee.
month is different. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I've been making all my coffees in the Keurig. Like I make tea mainly, but.
Okay. And we're paying cards and card purchase something. Oh, Michael's again. We've gone to Michael's a few times. Yeah. Okay, and we're Venmoing out some money as well. Yeah. Web payment, Bell, that's probably rent.
Yes, the big one.
You live by yourself?
Yeah.
That's 50% of your income. 50% of your income goes to rent.
Of my regular income.
Of your regular income, but the side hustles are up and down, right?
Yeah, but I was working on a COVID unit whenever I moved in there, so it didn't used to be 50% of my wages. I used to make a lot more.
And have you looked for other jobs to try to get that income back?
In LVN land, no, but I've been starting to look at like personal assistant jobs and things like that. Like I could literally do anything else besides be a nurse and probably make more money. But I don't know. My family did not like any other time I walked away from nursing. So
Well, your family. What? I don't care.
Yeah, but like right now, my day job's like.
Why do they
easy.
matter? Why are they a part of this conversation when it comes to you making money? I know you come from you said that's like the industry, but like I don't care. Make more money. Live the life you want to live.
Yeah, I'm working on like trying to either like build something else like on my own while I'm using my 9-to-5 to like fund paying back like all my debt, and then of course my insurance and things like that. Like I have really, really good benefits with my job, so I'm hoping I can like build something and make money while I'm still working this 9-to-5 for at least like a couple more years, maybe.
Okay.
Make my time like more valuable, hopefully.
And then you said on this Albert.
Oh yeah,
thing,
I closed that. I forgot I had that.
$50, so that's gone.
Yeah, I just put it in my savings account.
Which
it had
the
like
Chase savings, or is there another savings that I'm not aware of?
No, that I actually don't really use my Chase savings that much. I just keep everything all in one account because I'm weird. I just started like actually moving stuff to it. But the Albert had like automatic withdrawals that it would do towards like certain savings things, and I didn't realize that it was charging me like a fee for it. So I like canceled it and I'm getting reimbursed for the rest of the subscription fee.
Okay. What is this saying?
That's my car payment.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Death. This is your HSA, couple $100.
Yeah. They at least give me free money from work in there too. I think I get like $800 a year from work.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Chase. Okay, we have Fidelity, 2,189. What is this? Is this?
That was a rollover
IRA. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope there's more than that, because at 35,
that's not the only one that I have, but that was one I didn't know I had, and then I combined it into this company.
Where's the money in? Government money? No. You got to start investing. This needs to start.
I don't know
invested.
what.
Right now, it's just sitting in cash.
Oh, that one is in nothing. Yeah, that one I have to like pick something out.
Yeah, you
to do. But I had to move. It took like a long time to move it because the other company that had it was like playing games and didn't have the papers that Fidelity wanted, and it took like 6 months just to get it there.
Okay. And then $9,000 United Health Group.
Yeah.
401k. Okay. So 9,000 plus that 2,000. Is that it?
It's a little bit more now. That was April's statement. So like every
10,000?
Yeah, I think it's like 12 or 13 with all of them put together.
Oh, with all of them. So you're at $13,000 in retirement saved?
I just started it last year.
Okay, that scares me, being mid-30s.
I know.
That's very scary.
I always thought that I would, just get married and have somebody else deal with all of my life planning issues.
You didn't get married?
No. I almost got married a couple of times, but I didn't, and that was probably a smarter idea.
Okay. Well, it's not all about the money.
Now,
so.
Yeah. But, I mean, I've been trying to, I've been digging out of a hole since before I turned 18.
What is this hole? What? Give us something.
So, we grew up in the projects, and my mom was on her own. There was some bills put in my name before I graduated.
From your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry.
But no, it's fine. I mean, it's fine. They give you the option of you can put your mom in jail, or you can.
You and your mom have a good relationship?
She is blocked. But I mean, she has tried to be fair.
This is about to be a mess. I'm sorry. We're not going to put this stuff on screen because we don't have the things, but this is about to be a mess.
They are in organized stacks.
Okay.
But some of them are also zeros and stuff too. Some of them I was just going to look into. This one is something that just popped up.
Debt collections. Better yet, do you have Credit Karma on your phone?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead and open that for me.
Wait,
that might be a much better starting place, at least.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in the low to mid 600s.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and take a look. What's up? Payment history 100% good. Derogatory remarks 5 bad.
Lots of bad.
What did we do?
Collections.
Collection.
There's a lot of collections. But
why are you doing so much collections?
So I've like restarted my life a few times, and some of the stuff that's in collections, I'm like writing letters to them because I either never been to some of the places that are charging me, or they were like my ex or other things that.
Has anyone responded to these letters?
No, I'm getting ready to send off the actual
like saying like
requesting like the stuff? Like original contracts and everything, because some of the companies are coming after me for stuff that's out of the statute of limitations. So some of those ones I won't have to worry about, but
maybe the ones on here, the oldest one's 3 years old, so that's not even that old.
Yeah, and there's different ones on each one, so depending on which one you're looking at.
Midland Credit Management, what was that?
I'm paying a lot of those ones. That's the MCM that you see come out all the time.
Yeah, but what was that?
It was care credit, so some dental bill of some sort.
Why didn't you pay it?
Because I was moving either down here or working a sales job at the time that made like absolutely no money.
Okay, why didn't you pay it though? I'm confused.
Well, it was when I was barely like able to pay my rent, and I was working a bunch of different.
Were you going
jobs.
out to eat and stuff?
I was not. I usually am lucky enough to have friends that will take me out with them, but I haven't been going out really for a while, just because I know what the situation's like. So, and I know how fast things add up. So I usually...
You were getting coffee and stuff on the bills that we were looking at.
But I just got out of the hospital whenever I did that month. So a lot of that stuff that month was like I needed to get back into therapy and out of being triggered and...
Yeah, therapy is good. I encourage that, but okay. Portfolio recovery, what's that for?
That's the PR. That's the one that you were saying is like $100.
Yeah, but what was it for?
It was for my laptop when I first moved down here, and then.
Why'd you get a laptop if you couldn't afford it?
I needed it for.
What'd you need it for?
For that sales job that I was doing. We had to travel around and do stuff. So
if they didn't provide work equipment?
No, it was a really company.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have worked there. Okay, the other portfolio recovery, are they for the same thing?
It's for an Ashley's account because I had to buy my furniture whenever I came back down here.
No, why'd you get? Okay,
but
the laptop for work. I mean, I wouldn't have done that. I would have got a better job.
And this was like 5 years ago. So.
And the dental thing. Okay,
and if we couldn't pay it, fine.
But furniture, you did not need to buy furniture. Get a mattress.
I brought my mattress down
on the ground, and that's all you need to survive. You did not need to go and get $1,300. Well, it's probably more at the time.
Laptop somehow.
Okay, so the other one, the $645, was furniture.
The couch. Yeah, it was just a couch. It wasn't like a ton of furniture.
You didn't need a couch. Why are we buying things we can't afford?
So I wasn't sitting on the floor.
I don't care. If you can't afford it, though, it doesn't make sense to get it because now it's in collections, right?
Yeah, it is in collections, but yeah.
What's IC Systems? Or what was it for?
That one is anesthesiology bill. So that one is one that I was going to pay. It's with a debt buyer, though, now. So they were going to give me at least half off. So that was the other thing is, like, I have a little spreadsheet of all the different debt companies.
And Elevate Recovery?
Like
what's that?
Oh, so I think that is this. But they haven't actually sent me a bill.
Well, what's it for, though?
That was when I broke my leg in 2020.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, it's for 2039.
Yeah.
2039 is what it's for.
Yeah. And I was waiting for them to send me a letter so I can send them something back so they can confirm it or see if I can pay it off.
Have you been paying these off?
My hospital bills, I didn't. Obviously, I wasn't able to work because my leg was broken. So I was not able to stand for a couple of months.
Okay, you have a credit card, which I didn't have access to your spending on. Olo card, CV.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually have that on there anymore.
What?
Does it say 166 still?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a battery that I had to replace last month, I guess. But I already paid it off. I just put it on there temporarily.
We have lots of student
to keep
loans.
stuff open. Yeah. Nursing school.
Do you spend on that credit card?
No, I don't use them. I usually use them for like in case because I am here by myself and I don't have family or like.
Where's everyone?
California and
right.
like Korea, Philippines, everywhere.
Okay. Where'd you go to school?
I went to school in Chico and Oregon and...
Why so many different places?
Because I started college in high school, and at that time I was living in Chico, California. And then I went up to Oregon after that and waited till I got in-state tuition. But then nursing school took a while to get into, and I ended up having to go back to California for nursing school. And I was supposed to get granted in-state tuition because you're supposed to get in-state tuition no matter what as a California graduate. And then the school was supposed to pay me back like $18,000 and then did not. So.
Well, student loans are going to start up very soon. You're going to have to pay these. $30,556, but going to be about a $400 minimum monthly payment.
I know. That's what it was before. It was like $500 before I did the so-called income-based payment.
No, you're on income?
Yeah, so I mean, I can't even get it like lower.
Terrible.
It was like 500 something.
No, you're screwed with that because you'll be paying a little, but it's just going to be accruing interest forever. And you're not going to have that forgiven.
I haven't actually paid them since before 2021, but that's what they sent me as like an option. That the stack of student loans is in here.
Are you on income based or are you on?
It's on deferment right now.
I know, but when it starts, are you on income based?
I don't know. Because, I mean, I haven't paid them for 4 years.
Income based is a scam.
No, I mean, they're still with Nelnet or the original loan company. It's like a federal company or something.
I know, but...
I don't know. Honestly, like when we were in school, they just told us like, hey, like go to school, keep taking classes, then you won't have to pay back your student loans. And like I took classes, like I could be a preschool educator. Like I took enough classes to like run my own preschool. Like I had almost 2 years before I got into a nursing program. And then by that time I had used up all my Pell Grant money and I took out some of these student loans for nursing school. And some of them were an ex-boyfriend that was really abusive and had me take out student loans in the beginning that he used to buy cars.
Jeez. Cars? I'm sorry.
Yeah, race cars. But I got out of there alive, so that's important.
Good. That is important. That is very important.
But yeah, no, I knew the student loans were going to come back eventually.
Well, you also have a car. It's halfway done, but you took it out for 6 freaking years, so we still got 3. There's $10,000 left on it.
I'll probably be done paying it off next year, though.
Well, I hope so. We'll see what your plan indicates. There was a good amount of money left over in that checking. That's good. What's in your savings?
I had emptied out that Albert account into the savings, and then it really is only sent to like a $25 a month auto. Well, it was only set to $25 a month auto transfer.
What's in your savings?
I don't know, like $725 or something like that.
$725?
You have my phone, so I can't exactly look.
Your interest rate. This is the bad part, though.
The interest rate on the car is high. Yeah. So you know what people do when girls go to car lots and try to get cars?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They said, like, they didn't even show me, like, the original car that I went there for, but they just told me, like, the bank wouldn't loan me any money because the bank can recoup its losses easier on a new car than a used car if I were to not pay my car loans, but I've never not paid my car notes. So
it says you have even more in collections that we don't see on here. A total of $6,290.
A couple of different ones depending on which one you're looking at, but some of them were paid off by
what?
Well, one of them that was on there was something that State Farm was supposed to pay off, like an insurance thing, and then I had got sent to collections for it, but it was someone else's insurance that was paying for it, but they just paid for that. So
you need, oh my goodness,
I know, you
just allowed your entire life, you've just like decided not to think about things.
So yeah, I also have a CPTSD. So I also decided that I wasn't going to have emotions until this year, too.
What's that? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
It's complex PTSD, so it's just a form of, like, having so much trauma over time, build up, and then, yeah. But I see now, like, the error in my ways.
Okay.
And I've been getting help. Like, I knew, like, I needed help, but I didn't know that I had, like, I thought I had anxiety like February of last year, and then found out it's PTSD, and then now it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I've been dealing with like everything slowly, like, you know, That is not a bill, at least.
Is any of this in here that I don't know about yet?
Yeah.
What? What do I not know about yet?
Well, I guess you have the student loans there. Right?
Yeah.
So then this one is actually credit, so I don't have to pay my power bill.
I don't want to mess with your system.
This is all the hospital bills that's coming up. Yeah, but I was going to call my insurance and talk to them and see why they're denying it.
How much in hospital bills total are coming up?
I think it was close to $4 or $5 grand of the current ones.
The current ones?
Yeah. I brought you a stack of my paid off bills.
Caleb Chase Carnote.
That was my checkoff list to get all my together for you. And then I was going to see what all the balances were. But yeah, actually, you might not need most of that now that you opened up the Credit Karma.
Okay, so it's just mostly the hospital bills?
Yeah, it's mostly the hospital bills because those are like just now coming. Like I keep trying to send them for, I don't know, for them to hopefully charge my insurance so they can help me and hopefully at least meet my deductible. But I mean, I should meet my deductible with what they sent me, but it's not counting at all so far, and I don't know why.
Okay.
And I work for my insurance company, so it's interesting.
Right. Crap. So we need to come up with $5,000
For the hospital bills?
Mm-hmm. And you have nothing in your savings.
Well,
It's $700 in your savings.
Yeah.
How much was in your checking?
I'm like
$5,000,
$8 grand now.
$8 grand?
I
Okay, yeah.
think it's like
Tell me your
something.
current balances everywhere.
Yeah, okay. It's a good plan. Okay. My checking is $7,422, and then the savings is $795.
Okay, so we have $8,000.
Yeah. And then I think I still have like $50 on my Apple Card and Venmo, just like my random accounts.
All right. Well, from here, it just comes down to budgeting. I need you to budget. You didn't go crazy is the thing on spending.
I did go crazy. Just
what?
The hospital trip, but it just was a bad trip.
What happened?
Somebody got me sent to the hospital for saying I was doing something that I wasn't exactly doing, but it's going to cost a lot of money.
Any more details?
They said I was trying to commit suicide.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah I kind of got like attacked by the cops and drugged.
Oh, jeez.
By the EMS.
Who said this?
This girl I've been trying to avoid for like a year or so.
Used to be a friend?
Yeah, she used to be a friend, but like, sometimes people have to leave your life because they remind you of other people that make things wild. And then, yeah.
988, always an option.
Yeah.
Please take advantage of that. For everyone out there.
Yeah.
And then therapy and everything, that's good, but.
Yeah, I have that. And like we have a lot of benefits like at work. Like there's a line I can call 24/7, and luckily I have like some help paying for some of my therapy through my job. So
Okay. Well, if you're ever in that place, please reach out for help. You said you weren't, so I'm not going to say anything. But.
That's too much of a commitment for me, the whole death thing. Non-committal.
It's time to budget. Let's see.
Do you want the retirement account? It's almost at $13,000.
That's fine. That we already know we're drastically behind on that. At this point, we're just trying to get out of these debts, and these collections are way too young to just say, okay, we'll wait a few years.
Well, no, some of them they on Credit Karma doesn't show that I'm paying them off, but I am paying them off. And then the two that are the hospital bills, I have like a deal with them to get them off.
Payment plan?
Or like I'm just gonna pay them like a big chunk. So I was waiting till like I have that
negotiated it down?
Yeah, to half. So that's nice because it was like $10,000 just to fix my foot.
All right, so $8,000. You're gonna have that conversation with the insurance. You're gonna have that conversation with insurance, but then after that conversation, just assuming they don't do anything, just pay it. Just pay.
Oh yeah. I was paying some of the other
we're gonna go
ones.
from $8,000 to $5,000. We're just paying the hospital bills. Sucks, but it is what it is. Then you have $3,000 left. After insurance, either, helps or not.
You're talking about what the money I have right now?
Yeah.
Then what happens if something happens?
Well, you have $3,000. We're going to get you in a better place, but we're not allowing this to fall into collections again.
Well, not this one, but...
What do you mean?
Last time I was working a job where I got paid a lot less, so I wasn't able to pay the hospital bills as fast.
Yeah, I'm saying you're paying the hospital bill. What was your plan?
You said I was just going to pay like $5,000 all at one time?
Yeah. Were you going to payment plan it?
Yeah, they usually let you make payment plans because there's no interest on it at least, and then I could pay on the ones that were more interest, like my car.
Well, let's create your budget. We'll see how much money you should have left over. Your rent already takes 5% of your income, so we have that. Let's see, rent $1,800, death.
It's actually like 16.
So that's like utilities and stuff included?
Yeah, it includes utilities.
Okay, so there you go. Car insurance.
Like $164 or something. And I paid $350 on my car, but I think it's like $3. Yeah,
your debts, because the student loans are going to be there.
Yeah.
Again,
I've been
doing $400 for now.
trying to get extra jobs that I've been like saving up money to start paying those back too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're going to have to, and we're about to talk about it, but your minimum monthly payments for debt, $732. That's what it's about to be. Like any time. Student loans are not going to be forgiven. Okay, gas on a monthly basis?
I spend like $40 or $50. I don't really go
a month, a week, or what?
A month. I don't go to the office that much, so.
Okay, and health insurance that's taken out paycheck before?
Yeah.
Therapy, how much on a monthly basis?
It's $500 a month, but I am not paying for it for the next 2.5 months.
Why?
There's something called EAP benefits that probably everyone should look into at their jobs. It's like confidential aside from your job, that you can usually get help. So like there's like 10 free sessions for any
very good
thing that comes up.
I'm glad you take advantage of that. Okay.
Oh yeah, I have found every little thing at work. There's like an app on my phone that I mark off like self-care activities, and it gives me a discount on my health insurance. So sometimes my health insurance doesn't charge me at all, and I get like extra money on my HSA.
Okay.
So
cool. Okay.
I know.
I'm trying to think of other. Okay, so phone. What are we looking at for phone?
The phone is $99, but they have been not giving me my discount for a long time for being a nurse, and I've been fixing that for like the last year, and this time they swear that it's going to reflect on my balance or on my bill in the next 1 to 2 months.
Who are you with?
Verizon. But they've been ripping me off for like a year. Yeah, if they don't give me my money back in the next 2 months, I'm going to like really throw a fit. But yeah, I was going to switch. But I was hoping that they would give me the credits, because they've told me like a few times that they're going to give me the credit back for being a nurse. Like that's literally the only benefit for being a nurse is this one discount on my cell phone, and I haven't got it.
All right, so $99 for phone, and then we have gas. Therapy will start eventually again.
Yeah.
$500 a month, but for the next 2.5 months we're good.
Yeah, I'll have to I'll probably spread it out because instead of the therapy place, if we could budget, I was going to do a treatment for my PTSD that comes with some therapy and stuff too, that my
how much is that?
I think it's just $1,000 or $958 total.
A month?
No, for 6 months. But you pay like $158 for 6 months, and then.
Is that going to start in 2.5 months?
No, that's going to start a lot sooner because I need to.
So $150?
Yeah, $158 a month. It's $948 total.
Okay.
Which I might. Well, I've been funneling a lot of money into my HSA account to pay for my healthcare expenses. So to at least do it tax free, I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay, so you live alone? Mm-hmm. Groceries, $300 a month.
Yeah.
That's all you get. Toilet paper money, $100 a month. That's all you get.
I usually spend about $300 on both those things together.
Good. Then I'm going to minimize. I'm going to do $50 for toilet paper, $250 for groceries. It's like something in my tooth. Okay. Any other ongoing expense that you can think of?
No.
It's the rent that's killing you.
I know, but I like my house.
House? It's a house?
No, it's not. It's my home, but it's an apartment. But I live on the lake, so whenever I do go outside, it's nice to like walk on the water when it doesn't smell. I was also getting paid like double when I moved in there, but sometimes I work a lot of extra side jobs and I make quite a bit more money, but
I hope so.
Just have to
because
find
right
them.
now your minimum budget in order to survive is $3,303. So, of that, you have an extra $700. This is perfect. So, yes, you are going to cut the check for $5,000 total. Then you'll have $3,000 left, and then you put an extra $300 to it. You have a 1-month emergency fund that is perfect to get started while you go and attack the insanity that you have found yourself in. Yeah? Mm-hmm. What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm fine.
You smiled, so I don't know.
I know I don't smile that often. Yeah, no, it's fine. I've been like keeping it. I think I wrote my budget was like $3,400 or something. Like I knew that's.
But are you following that? That's not what you were following on what I was looking at.
No.
You were going out and doing crap.
Yes.
It wasn't a lot like other people on the show, but
because I like had just went through my worst fear ever of getting locked up against my will. So
you went to a lot of cafes though.
Yeah, it's
like
just the cafe
month.
that's downstairs from my apartment because I use that to convince myself to leave once a week. But I do have it on a
Go
budget.
to parks and stuff. Go on. You were looking for a husband. You said go on dates
No,
and stuff.
I'm not looking for a husband. No.
Oh, well, I thought you said that was the plan.
No, I mean, that's what I thought when I was growing up because I grew up in a small town where they kind of just teach you, like, you know, the Christian idea of families and women just listening to men tell them what to do.
I got you.
That's why I'm a nurse and not a doctor.
Okay. Either way, you pay off the hospital bill. Now there's $700 left a month. Well, I don't know what these collections are going to look like with the negotiations and stuff, but even just assuming they're all half, I mean, you could kill that in like about 5 months, putting everything extra towards it. Then, of course, hopefully you have side hustles that you said you do, and then put all that extra towards it as well. Yeah. And then from there, we're paying off the car. You know, you're entering the second half where like half your payments are going to interest, half are going to principal versus like all interest and no principal towards the beginning or all principal at the end, no interest. So with the interest rate and where it's at still, and with how many years are left, we want to attack it and go crazy. So let's see. Divide that by 700. So with only $700, it's still going to take a year and 1.5 months to pay off. So now we're a year and about 5 months in after collections and everything. So a year and 5 months. And then the student loans, it's kind of a classic situation where if they're federal, first of all, do the traditional repayment. Make sure you are. Do not do income. Do not do income. Yeah. If they're income, we're going to approach it in a different way, but make sure they're traditional. If they're not, put them on the traditional 10-year. What you're going to do, anything that is over 4 to 5%, you're going to pay off as quick as possible with your extra $700 a month. Anything that is 4% or less, maybe 5% or less, we're doing minimum monthly payments until they're paid off, because it makes more sense to invest. But only if you invest that extra money that you would be putting towards the paying off versus just spending it on bullshit. If you're going to spend it on bullshit, no, pay off the student loans early.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, it's probably going to be a 2 to 3 year process, because then you want to save up a fully funded emergency fund. And with where your expenses are, probably going to do about $15,000.
Yeah.
$15,000 saved up. So you're going to go from what the $3,000 emergency fund is that you'll have at the start of this process, take that up to about $15,000. Then you'll be okay. And then what I need you to do from there, because we're going to be like 37, 38, depending on just how crazy you go, is it's time that we put 30% of our income.
Yeah, it's at 15 right now.
That's okay, but we're also maxing out our Roth IRA. So everything combined, we want to get to 35%, because you have fallen behind drastically on retirement, and we need to start playing catch up now.
Yeah.
But only when you're out of the bad debts, because again, the car at 11.85%, the collections hounding you and stuff like this, and you won't be able to get mortgages and whatever you want to do eventually, because we're not waiting for these to fall off your credit because they're all so young. The oldest one's only a couple years, 3 years. And then obviously the hospital, we need to take care of that. And then the student loans, mathematical difference between market performance. That's why we're looking like that 5% or less minimum monthly payment. Higher than that, we pay it off aggressively.
Yeah.
Does that all make sense?
Yeah, I can't remember what I put the student loans on.
Well, we'll just look once it starts resuming, get in contact with them, be like, is this income-based or traditional?
Yeah.
Get it traditional.
If the interest is higher on my car, though, and there's no interest on the hospital bills, because the hospital bills will take, like, I think $80 a month or something like that until I can pay them in bigger chunks. Like, I'm not sure how, like, that interest thing works that
hospital
you explain
bills?
with the car.
No, the one you looked at, the $5,000 one?
Yeah, the hospital.
Contact them, say, I want to pay it. I want to just pay it. I want to pay it. I want to pay it. Because you need to pay it. Don't get on this stupid interest plan. It doesn't make any sense.
No, they don't have interest, though.
Okay, well, still, the minimum monthly payment doesn't make sense. We're just attacking these. Attacking these. Stop having your money going to minimum payments at this point because we're trying to get out of debt. So in this way, you just pay it. You have enough for a month emergency fund.
I don't get why it wouldn't be better to pay. I guess I don't understand the interest with the car thing.
What do you mean?
Like, because the interest on my car is like much higher. So, but you were like explaining, like at first you're paying more on the interest than the principal, and
the way we think about it in this situation, the hospital bill that's like already due. Instead of trying to make it to a minimum monthly payment or just doing what you've done in the past. And
well, I mean, because I can set it up on auto pay now that I have an actual job. Because I didn't have a job on the first one. The first one that went to collections was when I broke my leg and I couldn't walk for 2 months. So I wasn't working because I guess I didn't know about the jobs that I have now. Like, it took somebody like encouraging me that I could leave bedside nursing.
If you want to, I'm just trying to make it as simple as possible. But if you want to, sure, you could put it on the payment plan as long as there's no interest, and then you pay off your collections as quick as you can. Then you pay off your car as quick as you can, and then you pay off the remainder of the hospital as quick as you can.
Yeah.
And then the student loans, anything above 5% after that.
Yeah, because I was just doing the things with like the higher interest first. Because they're not allowed to charge you interest on the hospital bills.
That's the avalanche method. Mm-hmm. You're paying off high interest first. With yours, with where your debts are in terms of sitting at like
I had a couple of like the snowball
few hundred to a couple thousand to 5,000 to 10,000 in the card. They're so close. Whereas it's like, let's just go smallest to biggest. If you were sitting at like a ginormous, like huge, big thing that was just killing you on interest, then it's like, okay, we just need to take care of this right now.
Yeah, it just seemed like the interest was so high on my car.
It is.
But I did like take care of like a lot of like the snowball ones. Like if I would have came in here last year, you would have lost your yeah. Yes.
Sounds like that would have been painful. But again, the collections.
Trying.
Well, okay, good.
And I do work quite a bit like on my own, and I put all like the extra money that I get towards like debt rather than. And the Michael stuff I'm painting for an art show. So
are you gonna get paid for it?
I'm hoping to sell my art for the first time. I've been sharing it for the first time, but all my friends are also
I encourage
artists,
that stuff once the 12% interest rate.
Yeah, I'm using like only the supplies in my house now, so I'm not like gonna buy any more stuff. But
okay,
I needed something.
Either way, there was a little bit of BS spending, not a lot of BS spending.
And now there'll be no more BS spending.
We're cutting it back. Just go to parks. Work as much as you can on the side hustles as well. Yeah. Bring this in. You can turn this from 3 years to 2 years to a year and a half, depending what you do. Probably about 2 years.
Yeah, I have it marked down to 2.
When you're 37, though, we're investing like crazy. That's the big part that I'm scared of right now. Your debt doesn't necessarily terrify me. The way you've thought about it in the past and the way things have gone scares me. But what I'm most scared about right now is you not being able to retire. And having to work a job, nursing on your feet, stuff like that when you're older and you want to retire. You don't have the ability right now.
That's why I'm trying to like make something else on the side with everything.
As much as you can make to pay off the debts quicker, the better. And then I think 35% of your income has to go to retirement. We got to play catch up. 30 to 35%. Yeah.
I'm also willing to sell a kidney, but just kidding.
But I mean, that's where things are looking for me. That's my diagnosis and prescription. So,
yeah.
What do you think?
There is like that Olo card has a 0 balance transfer fee thing, and I was thinking about using that to like kind of front myself some of the money to pay off one of the bigger collection debts, like to pay off half of it, and then I think it gives you like 6 months to pay it back.
Interest though.
They're not, but so I mean, just to get them off of my credit, because I paid off a lot that weren't mine.
The thing is, they range from $500 to $2,000 with what you have left, and with the extra money that you're bringing in the side hustles, and being able to negotiate them to like 50% of the price, we can get rid of these in just 4 or 5 months.
I think it just was like less scary, like borrowing the money at first.
I get it, but let's just attack it head first now instead of just trying to finesse all this.
Yeah.
It's gonna overcomplicate it. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's just kill it. Any final thoughts?
No.
I'm honestly just a little worried with how things have been in the past, falling into collections, trying to get on a payment plan instead of just taking care of it. I mean, I'm good with payment plans, especially at 0% interest, while we attack things with other interest, higher interest, but just where things in the past, I'm feeling a bit nervous. But for her hammer financial score, spending within a budget, she wasn't going crazy. 6 out of 10, it wasn't perfect, and she wasn't strictly budgeting. She shouldn't have been spending money on fun while needing to pay all of this off, but it wasn't that bad. 6 out of 10. Debt, 0 out of 10. I mean, in collections, it's pretty much as bad as it can get. Retirement, 2 out of 10. I'm glad we're at least starting and we're contributing a good amount now, but we are very far behind for the age. Emergency fund, there's a little bit there, especially after we pay off the hospital. If she does it in the lump sum, 3 out of 10. Obviously, is still a good ways to go. Real estate, haven't even started that. Not even part of the discussion. 0 out of 10. Aggregate hammer financial score, 2.5 out of 10. If you want a free $5, sign up for Acorns using the link in the description below. You get a free $5 by using that link, and I get a free $5 using that link. So everybody wins. And don't forget to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Thanks.